Hello, my friends. I am in Jackson Square, and guys, we are in New Orleans this week, and we are not just in New Orleans. We are in New Orleans with my family and some people who really know exactly what to do in the city. We're gonna hit every iconic stop, every iconic restaurant, and I'm gonna show you all the best things to do if you only have 3-4 days here. Let's go. It's 4:38 in the morning. I had a mental crash out yesterday, and we're going to New Orleans. So, documenting this for purposes. My outfit is cute. My curling iron's still hot. I may crash out today as well, but hopefully not. I am excited to get you guys up to speed with everything you missed this morning. Our direct flight from LAX to New Orleans was only 3.5 hours, so before we knew it, we were in the streets listening to music and fully immersed in the French Quarter lifestyle. We did a quick stop in Lafitte's bar, which dates back to the 1700s and is named for a pirate who was quite a big deal around these parts. For this trip, we are staying in the French Quarter. This is the heart of historic New Orleans, and we're staying in the Royal Sonesta on Bourbon Street. The interior is stunning. The accommodations are incredibly comfortable, and the staff could not be more friendly. We immediately made ourselves at home. Because we did not want to waste a moment of this 4-day trip, I needed to do a quick change and get some nice dinner clothes on and get ready for my first evening in New Orleans. It's great to stay in the French Quarter because it's so walkable and you're surrounded by history and some of the greatest restaurants in New Orleans, and dare I say the world.
I like how they just have all these modern shops on the right. And then all of these really old historic buildings.
Tell
on the
them,
left.
babe, tell them. Now, if you're thinking of taking a trip, here's something special for your first night in town.
Military drill field grade gun to begin with. It was founded same time our little city was, 1718. That same gentleman, Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne was his name. His title was this, sir, to the end of it. It was not until 1856 that we got our statue of Little Andrew Jackson sits there in the center of the square. That's when we put in the cute little garden you see today. Now behind this statue sits St. Louis Cathedral, the fourth building.
It's hard to find words to describe what it was like to tour the streets of New Orleans and experience the city for the first time this way. Our guide was a local too, so he taught us some really cool facts. For example, if the iron railing is twirly and ornate, it's cast iron, but if it's more uniform, then you know it's wrought iron. Because if it's harder, then you have to put it in a little cast, and then if it's wrought iron, you just gotta smack it into place. The more you know. We were kind of quizzing ourselves the whole time with it, so I had fun with it. Hearing about how he spoke about his city, its history, good and bad, and the culture gave me a lot of insight into the real New Orleans.
That third floor didn't go until 1836. Anyway, kind of a long story summarized. 1834 rolls around. There's a fire that's getting started in the courtyard kitchen area. Neighbors see the smoke from the fire. We're fire shy after 1894.
Yeah, no kidding.
So they get a group together, bust in the house, put the fire out. What they finally get in the house, once everything kind of gets sorted, is that Delphine had chained 7 of her slaves up on the second floor. Some she had tortured, some she had starved, some she had mutilated and just abandoned. So they end up taking possession.
After the carriage ride, I had to go back to Jackson Square and enjoy it a little bit while we still had some time before dinner. So I'm sitting in Jackson Square and there's blues music playing behind me. And it honestly just feels like quintessential New Orleans. And you know, I've never been to the South before. This is my first time, and it's just so interesting being in a place where you see this amazing statue of, you know, General Andrew Jackson, and I'm like, isn't Andrew Jackson a piece of shit? And my boyfriend's like, yeah. So in case you weren't paying attention that much during middle school history class, or they erased it from the books, Andrew Jackson was very much key in the Trail of Tears and is responsible for the deaths of thousands, even more indigenous people. That's still a part of our history, and that is still a part of our culture. I think we need to be careful not to glorify it. However, it's the history of this place, and that's complicated. Guys, I'm telling you now, take notes, because if you ever really want to experience New Orleans history while enjoying some of the best food, I'm saying it, in the world, you'll want to keep track of what we do in this video. It is night 1 and we are at Muriel's Jackson Square. The vibe here is classy, not too uptight, and a little edgy, a little spooky. Muriel's is also a stop on one of the ghost tours because they keep a place set for their resident ghost. Oh. No.
This is the ghost cable. Not really all that enjoy this. Have you ever noticed anything weird? Scoozy. Are you kidding? I live in New Orleans.
It's all weird. That's so scary. Okay, it's time to switch up the vibes.
Go marching in, when the saints go marching in. You know that I want to be in that number. Now when the saints go marching in, and when that sun refuses to shine, you know that I want to be in that number. Who that? When the saints go marching in, now we're wrong.
Okay guys, so we're back at our hotel. It is day 2. We just woke up, but I wanted to go over some day 1 highlights because that was literally probably like the best first day anyone could have in New Orleans. We started off by going to Felix's, and I got the blackened chicken with pasta, and I literally, the first bite, I could not handle it. It was some of the best food I've ever had. And I really thought like Southern food might be too spicy for me, might not be my palate. No, some of the best food out there. And then after Felix's, we just kind of goofed off, walked around town. But of course the main event was that we did do the carriage ride, which was so worth it, guys. So the way those work is that if you want like the big ones, there are big ones that can have like, I think upwards of 10 people in it. Those are by person. But if you want to rent your own one, they can fit anywhere from 1 to 4 people. It's $150 flat rate. And I think that like if you're on a romantic trip for 2 people, it's perfect. But we had 4 people, so it was what, less than $40 a person to do that. Definitely worth it. And then we went to Muriel's. We saw the ghost. Well, we didn't see the ghost, but we saw the ghost plate, the setting. And I felt something, guys. I am sensitive to that. My dad's sensitive to that. I found out last night that my dad sees spirits. So he really, you guys know how dads keep it buttoned up. So didn't know that. But yeah, we felt something in there, and it did not feel amazing. It felt oogly woogly. And then after that, we went to Preservation Jazz. Guys, I have to say, if I can recommend a first day in New Orleans to anyone, the carriage ride throughout the city, Muriel's, which is just an iconic restaurant spot, you get a little bit of the ghost vibes, and then ending the day at Preservation Jazz was amazing. We got an ornament, it's going on the tree. And today, I will say, guys, today I'm dressed for something you're gonna see later. little teaser. We're gonna leave the city for a little bit. We're gonna go do something else. I'm gonna post that video next week, but I will see you guys when I hop back on. I'll see you guys after that. And I'll let you know what we're gonna get into tonight. And I guess before that, let's go to breakfast. So, okay, let's talk about it. So a lot of you may have heard the drama between Café Beignet and the internet's favorite Café du Monde. There's a lot of back and forth on if Café du Monde actually lives up to its hype because the wait lines are no joke. And our guides for this tour said they tried it. They went to Café du Monde, they wanted to know, and when the beignets came to them, they were cold. So Café du Monde has been dead to them ever since. I'm not sure I have time to explain this, but you're seeing little hints at something I'll explain later. But yes, that is a small Godzilla on our table. I will say I can't speak for the beignets here.
I feel like pressure with the video. It's so crunchy and so hot. I'm like drooling.
You also get live jazz starting at 10 a.m. too, so don't waste your time waiting in line down the road. Don't even waste your time at the other Café Beignet on Royal Street. Guys, go here.
Swamp, 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 swamp.
After our morning outside the city, we got right back to exploring. Now, for some geography, 1 block over from Bourbon Street is Royal Street, and if you're like me, and less of a party girl, more of a shopping girl, then this is your street. Before we knew it, it was once again time for an outfit change and to head to another iconic spot for dinner, Arnaud's. Right across the street from our hotel. I said, perfect, I'll wear heels. We went to Arnaud's Jazz Bistro. The main difference between this and their main restaurant is that this one is a bit more intimate and there's a trio of musicians who come play at every table. Yeah. Not to show my cards too quickly, but dang. Guys, this place was good. The bread and butter service alone almost took me out. Big menus, waiters in suits. I really don't know what else to say, so I will just let you experience it with me.
Singapore, Costa Rica, all those places, they're compared to this place because it's just so damn good. I like the atmosphere.
Oh my god, it's wide open. Oh, that's so good.
One favorite condiment was French fries. Every single one of them was like, it's mayonnaise, and it has to be European mayonnaise.
When I was in France for the first time, they served when you go out in Montmartre and places like that, they gave you mustard.
What?
Mustard.
That is sick.
It is important for me to note that Anthony Bourdain also made a stop here post Katrina, and I love him. So go check out No Reservations Season 4, Episode 5, and also I love him, and I got to eat where he ate. After what was a magical night, we decided we still had a little life left in us and did another quick change. It's sweaty there, y'all. And we wanted to give Bourbon Street a little look-see. Keep in mind, I was on this trip with my parents, so it was more of an observe and enjoy from afar kind of night for me. Oh my God, is it the number 5? Pro tip, get your butt on a balcony. I made it onto a balcony. Okay, day 2 highlights. How do we feel?
I can't do this.
Good morning, my loves. It is time to find caffeine. Logan and I wanted to spend some time by ourselves in the morning, so we decided to get up early and do more exploring on Royal Street. The matcha here is 100% Carly approved, and this ham and cheese croissant I'm about to eat goes absolutely crazy. So, I hate to say it, but I have another secret for you guys. So make sure to subscribe to my channel right now so you can tune in for our excursions next week.
Bit smaller, maybe a bit more private. Oh.
This 180 years old. This is the last major NOLA restaurant. We're going to Antoine's. Thank you, sir. Antoine's has been around since about 1840, and we're back in the magical land of waiters in suits and really, really good food. Now, this is the place that invented oysters Rockefeller, so of course, we needed to get ourselves some of that. The food came out looking great, and I will say, I've noticed lately customers and reviewers have been saying Antoine's hasn't been living up to its reputation. Sorry, this guy started making a scene and we all sang his girlfriend happy birthday. While he does that, I will say I had a good time, but my mind was not blown. Anyway, we all started chanting propose, and he didn't. After our dinner, we went to the Monte Leon for our last nightly excursion. Final morning. We're gonna go get coffee, hang out at that jazz historic park. I'm dressed for Brennan's, so I'm dressed very nice for like 8 a.m. And then we're gonna go, not Brennan's, Commander's Palace. Then we're gonna go to Commander's Palace. Logan and I accidentally matched again, so.
Changed again.
I changed again. I'm tired. I don't know why I bothered. I just thought that they don't have matcha here. So I was like, it's a matcha, how bad can it be? Bad. Whereas that coffee is one of the best things I've ever tasted in my whole life. Guys, I know we've been through a lot together, but I'm going to need you to lock in. The brunch at Commander's Palace was so much more than I was expecting. When we asked about the balloons, they said, we have them every Sunday. And it just goes to show how special they want your meal to be. I will say immediately when we walked in, Logan did get dress coded, so men do need to wear collared shirts. However, they do have blazers, so everyone can still dine with them. So it's no biggie, but very important to note for the future. Commander's Palace is owned by the Brennan family, so it is the creme de la creme of dining in New Orleans. Emeril Lagasse was also the head chef here for a number of years. And their brunch is very special. It works in 3 courses. So you choose an appetizer, a main, and a dessert for brunch. Random side note, the bathrooms are extremely classy and they do have tampons and pads for the ladies.
Turtle soup. That's a challenge.
T. Adelaide Martin, one of the owners, did actually stop by and say hello to us while we were dining there as well, which was just really, really sweet of her to do.
That was literally crazy.
And guys, when I was getting in the spirit of this trip before coming to New Orleans, I listened to Dream a Little Dream of Me many, many times. And I'd hoped I would get to hear it while we were here, and just in the nick of time. Okay guys, we are at the airport. Unfortunately, our trip is over, but I wanted to leave you with a few things. Here are 3 absolute must-dos, non-negotiables in New Orleans. First of all, you want to go to Arnaud's. Hands down, that was my favorite experience. Second of all, swamp tour, obviously. Even if you see one gator eat a marshmallow, it's worth it. And finally, what was the third one? Preservation Jazz. Thirdly, Preservation Jazz. To this day that we did that on the first night, and I'm still thinking about that music. I'm still thinking about those people. I would do it every night if I could. Now, on the other hand, 3 things, more take it or leave it. We would say the paddleboat tour, take it or leave it. Antoine's, unfortunately, our Uber drivers, they also kind of mimic this idea that some people are not having the best time at Antoine's. Some people are still getting that amazing 10 out of 10 service. So it's a take it or leave it. And finally, I would say staying on Bourbon Street. I really liked it, but it definitely kept us in the French Quarter, which for my first trip, I loved, but we missed out on some things. So I already have a list of things I want to do next time, guys. In the meantime, comment down below, what did I miss? What did you agree with? What did you disagree with? Oh, and another non-negotiable, the most important tip I'd say for coming to New Orleans this time of year, don't re-wear your clothes. Pack layers, pack light, pack airy, pack fun. But guys, you're gonna get sweaty, pack extra undies, and don't plan on wearing things multiple times, okay? See you on the next one, guys. Mwah.
Go,